Hi guys, white guy standing in front of a green screen to give you a video essay on a niche not many people will really care about. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about Doctor Who and why the 4 specials that aired before. This week we're going to talk about Doctor Who and the 4 specials that aired before Christmas, and my personal thoughts and opinions on why these specials, while interesting, probably weren't what everyone was expecting. I've been a big Doctor Who enjoyer since I was a wee lad. I've always kept up with the show, yes, even when Jodie Whittaker was the Doctor. That's a whole nother 5-hour video someone else made, so stick with me. My favourite Doctor is Capaldi. Any other answer for best Doctor is wrong. That's a fact. Quick visual headache. What is this? We literally had peak. They were cooking. Do not forget what they took from us, because I don't know what was going through their minds. Why can the Sonic just create walls now? When has that been a thing? Since when? Okay, I just sound. Apparently the Doctor got the fucking Fortnite update on his screwdriver and now can just, like, you know, they're pushing from south. Like, so the Star Beast. The Star Beast is the first episode of these specials, and to be honest, it's probably one of the weakest. I didn't really like it because it really feels like it's split in two. You've got Russell T's writing really coming through and shining, and then you have the other half, which is focused on belittling and berating the Doctor for now regenerating back into a man. Visually, this episode I think really is quite striking with the Meep and the other ones I can't remember the name of. The best scene in this is probably the court scene, just because it encapsulates why people probably miss David Tennant as much as they do. His energy that he has just to carry a room he's in when he's playing a Doctor is just something we haven't seen in a while. If the sonic screwdriver creating walls wasn't enough, we have this jarring scene at the opening where David is just standing in front of the nebula explaining the past 10 years of the show. I do think this was a little bit on the nose. I don't really know why it's there. It always makes me laugh when I start the episode, seeing David kind of just candidly stand there and staring at the abyss, I assume. There's one scene that really kind of gets on my nerves here, and that's the scene where David asks the Meep for pronouns. Now, before you get too spicy, when the Doctor is interviewing the Meep and Rose interrupts him about the Meep's pronouns, I think it was a little bit on the nose to have her character do that in the first place. Rather, why not have the Doctor actually ask for the Meep's pronouns? But I just don't think really it landed on its feet when the Meep kind of states, oh, I'm just the Meep anyway, so fuck you. The meta crisis being passed down to Rose made sense until it didn't. They kind of just take like a massive shit on the Doctor and start like tearing him down and like saying, you know, now you're male presenting, you've just got all that power. For some reason, Jodie seemed to get all the praise in the world for just existing. But as soon as he's a man again, nope, he is the scum of the earth. We hate him, even though he is the reason most people are watching. I feel like it's a bit like, who is your audience? You brought David back to entice the old viewers, but now you're kind of just scaring them away immediately. Yep, sure. Cool, thank you. Wild Blue Yonder. Now, Wild Blue Yonder is probably the best episode in the whole specials list. Wild Blue Yonder really reminded me of Series 4 episode Midnight, which funnily enough has Donna and David in it. I do think the goofiness kind of drags it a bit down a little bit. You've got Donna and Nat running through like a fucking big tunnel, just like, you know, being chased by themselves, which just... So the monster has the ability to copy every aspect of Doctor and Donna at speed, or like a slower speed. Gist of the episode is they're fighting this monster that can like think the same thoughts of them as they're fighting it, which is pretty cool. I like it. Okay, big boy time. Before you get your pitchforks out, I liked it. I know he liked an episode. He liked the shit episode. I think Ncuti Gatwa did an amazing job giving his 15 or so minutes performance. Neil Patrick Harris definitely stole the show as an adequate villain for the 60th specials. He was funny, he was scary, he was frightening. The trauma scene with the puppets was probably my favourite scene, going over the trauma with the Doctor and all the previous companions he's lost throughout. I thought that was probably the peak of the episode, and then after that it kind of just woo. I thought Ncuti Gatwa absolutely stole the show in the bi-regeneration scene. Now I know a lot of people aren't happy at all with this scene, but I quite liked it. It was really random and it's completely fucked my head up. Like, I don't know what the timeline of the show is anymore. Like, I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone cares. And the fact that Ncuti literally just knocked out his own TARDIS, I thought that was cool as fuck. The Church on Ruby Road. This didn't need to be a Christmas episode. I'm sorry guys, it didn't need to be a Christmas episode. Credits to my brother for pointing that out, because I was so adamant and so... But it did, but yeah, it doesn't need to be a Christmas episode. The antagonist isn't exactly an antagonist as much as it's a musical number which was used to full effect. I will say Millie and Shooty have a great singing voice. It really caught me off guard when they both came on and just started like throwing down a musical number that was just out of nowhere whack. Shooty Gatwa really gets his moment in this episode to shine. The part where Ruby disappears and just the whole universe has kind of been reshaped, and Shooty kind of has his like, oh shit, he's coming, he's the Doctor, and then just goes and pulls down the fucking ship to the church and impales the Goblin King. Yeah, cool. I don't think it was a big enough villain to warrant, you know, anything more than that. But at the same time, that's where this episode kind of fails. The villain of the week wasn't a villain. It was kind of it didn't feel like Shooty really got his like first Christmas invasion or his Voyage of the Damned. It's a wedding or something. I can't fucking remember. It's like a wedding. It's Donna's episode. Can't remember. So yeah guys, that was this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a subscribe and like the video, and I will see you when I decide to make another one. Goodbye.